What is move column and split column in Power BI? Hi, I am M. Asif Hussain from Know How Academy. In this video, we are going to see what is meant by move column and what is meant by split column. A very important interview question, difference between move column and a split column. Many of the people, they are getting confused in this difference. Move column and split column, what is it? Almost they look like same, but there are a lot of differences in it. Let's walk into it. So I have a data set here. Rather than directly using Power BI desktop, I have come into Power Query editor. So in order to use this move column and split column, we have to walk into Power Query editor. Either you directly transform the data when you extract the data into Power BI, or you can directly load into Power BI desktop, then transform the data, vice versa. Anything can be worked out. So now the point here is that what is meant by move column? I have multiple columns in my data set. Let us consider there are a few columns such as 20 columns: row ID, order date, ship mode, customer ID, customer name, segment, region, city, ship mode, product ID, category, subcategory, product name, sales, quantity, discount, profit, and so on. So now the point here is that the column that we are seeing here, such as, let us consider category. So the category here we have after product ID, before subcategory. So it is in between product ID and subcategory. If I want to move this category column somewhere to the beginning or somewhere to the end or adjacent to it, how should I do this? This is meant by move column. How should I do this? I can click on it, drag it, and make it aside. This is one way. So it was in between product ID and subcategory. Now it has come after subcategory. Or else, see, as soon as I have done some change, as soon as I have moved the column, here we have got the point as reordered the column under applied steps. Now coming back to this one, if you do not want to do it manually, how should you do it using Power Query editor? So in the transform option, we have an option called move. So we can click on move. Either if you click on left, it will come just to the left. So it was in between product ID and subcategory. Now as we have selected left, we have got this category column before product ID. So now in the same way, if I would like to move it to the right, so it will come to the right after the product ID. So back to the same position. Now if I want to move this to the beginning, I would like to move this to the beginning, the first column which comes under category. So earlier we had row ID as a first column. Now we get category as our first column, as we have moved it from the original place to the first place, which is the beginning place. Now I would like to make it to the end. So this category column will directly come to the end, which is the last column of our particular data set. So there are top, we can move this column to the left, we can move the column to the right, we can move it to the beginning, we can move it to the end. 4 ways we can do it under Power Query editor using an option called move. If you would like to do it manually, we can directly just drag it and replace it, stop the cursor wherever we like to place this one. So you can do it manually, or we can move the column using a move option which comes under transform in Power Query editor. So this is nothing but moving a column. Now let us see what is meant by split column. What is meant by split column? So in the name itself, we have split. Okay, if something is joined, we have to split it. Let us not go deep into the technical word. Let us consider the basic general meaning. What does a split define? I want to split it into 2. Okay, so I have an apple. I would like to cut it and I will split it into 2 pieces. A very basic example. In the same way, if there are such an information in a column, you have to split it. Let us consider in this way. So we have a column called as ship mode here. So now there is some unnecessary information. Let us consider there is some unnecessary information. So what are the different types of ship modes that I have? I have first class, standard class, same day, second class. So there are four. I'm repeating again. First class, same day, second class, standard class. So first, second, standard, same. These words are enough. So according to me, the word class after every ship mode, the word class and the word day, it is something unnecessary for me. I would like to split it into another column and I will try to remove this one. So only first, only the word same, only the word second, only the word standard. This is okay for me. So I don't want to have this unnecessary information or some extra information. I don't want to have it. So that's what I will do. I will split this one, then I will remove the specific column. How should I do this? So let us look into this one. So as soon as I click on a shipment mode, here itself we have an option called a split column, splitting the elements of a column into multiple columns, either 2 or 3 or 4, it depends upon your choice. Now split a column, there are multiple options. How do you want to split it? Do you want to split it with the delimiter? Do you want to split it with the number of characters? Do you want to split it with the positions, with the lowercase to uppercase to lowercase, non-digit to digit? So there are multiple options. Let us consider the first one, delimiter. What is a delimiter? A delimiter can be anything such as a space, a delimiter can be an underscore, a delimiter can be a comma, a delimiter can be a dash, a hyphen, anything. It can be anything. So let us make it, split it in the form of a delimiter. So I am clicking on delimiter. As soon as I click on delimiter, it is asking me select what type of delimiter you would like to choose. Okay, so I would like to choose a space because there is no other special characters involved other than space in my shipment mode column. So I have space between two words. So now what I'm going to do, obviously, see, there are different kinds of delimiters as I told you, comma, colon, equal sign, semicolon, space, tab, or if you have any other thing which is not mentioned here, we can click on custom and we can sort out as per our choice. I will show you even that one also. So as of now in this shipment column, ship mode column, we have space. So I'm choosing space here. I would like to click on OK. As we see, standard space class, first space class, same space day, second space class. So now what we have done, I have considered space as my delimiter. So everything after the space, okay, will come into a separate column. It will get split into the separate column. As we can see, shipment mode 1, shipment mode 2. So everything after the space has come into a separate column. So standard, first, second, same, everything has come in one column. All the another informations which we felt that this is unnecessary, so which we felt that this is not required to have it, that came into the separate column. Now what I want to do, if I want to remove this one, I can right click it and I can remove this column. So this is how you can split a column using a delimiter. In the same way, let us see what is the other way of doing splitting a column. So I'm coming back to the same original column, which is shipment mode. So we have split the same original column, standard class, first class, same day, second class, and so on. Now I'm coming to a split column. Here I have by number of characters. So the words are different, right? See, for example, if I consider first, F-I-R-S-T, there are 5 letters in the word first. So coming to standard, S-T-A-N-D-A-R-D, there are 8 letters in the word standard. So if I take second, S-E-C-O-N-D, so we have 6 letters in the word second. So everywhere we have different number of letters in a word. So by what characters you will give this one? For example, if I consider with a F-I-R-S-T, 5. So if I go with 5, then if I click on for the first number of characters, 5 characters, I would like to split it. So if I click on OK, so there is an uneven information that has come. Very uneven information. So FIRST first, it came very properly because we have only 5 characters in it. Now if we consider standard, we have got STAND in one column, ARD space C in another column, LASS in another column. So one word, one complete word, standard class, it got split with the 5 number of characters. So going with the number of characters is highly risky at the time when we have different kinds of words with different number of characters. So we have to go with the position, or if we want to go with the number of characters when you are splitting a column, then in that column all the words, all the characters should have same length. Then only you can go with the number of characters. So I would like to come back. So if I would like to consider another column, called order ID. In this order ID we have different segments, right? So now if I would like to split a column using a delimiter, so we have a hyphen here, right? So we don't have an option called hyphen or dash. Let us consider in a layman terminology. So I don't have dash here, I don't have hyphen here. So I would choose custom and I'll write this one dash or hyphen. Then I'll click on OK. Then what will happen? Everything what all we have after the hyphen will get split into the different columns. See this one, CA hyphen 2016 hyphen the order ID. So now it got split into 3 different columns. So this is how a split column and a move column will work out. In the same way, if you would like to go with the another information called by number of positions, so again that is also different. If you have uppercase and lowercase, that is also different. So I have told you how to split a column using a delimiter, how to split a column with the number of characters. So you can practice the different ways of splitting a column with the different options that are available in Power Query Editor. So this is the difference how you have to use a move column and a split column in Power Query Editor in Power BI. So thank you for choosing Know How Academy as your source for IT knowledge. We are always here to help you to navigate the tech world. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. It's been a pleasure sharing this information with you. Stay curious and keep learning.